It's our first weekend back in Jamaica since our holiday vacation, and so many things have just been so new and different. It's the same old things, but it just feels different doing them. So, as usual, we start with our little cleaning in the morning. We do breakfast. This morning, I decided to make some porridge. Last time I made porridge, I made rice porridge because that was Deja's preference. So, this morning, I did DJ's preference. So, it's usually between rice or cornmeal. Nate loves both of them, so either one he's fine with. So I alternate between both so that both of them can get the one that they love the best each time. They all eat both, but DJ prefers cornmeal and Deja prefers rice porridge. So all of them decided to pitch in and help. If you notice, Nate's hand is in a sling. So that's another story, which I don't even know if he wants me to share with you. So just pray for me because I'm going through so much, I'm telling you. But should be getting an MRI done for him on Monday. So this is how I make my cornmeal porridge. I mix a little coconut milk and a little lasco, and I strain that and put that in the porridge. And I also add my condensed milk and my spices like nutmeg, cinnamon. I love the real cinnamon, like the cinnamon leaf or stick, but I didn't have any this morning. And of course, I add sugar and like a tip of salt. So that's my method. We all do things differently, guys. So just sharing the way I do it with you. But the porridge came out really nice and the kids really enjoyed it. DJ, as I said, really loves cornmeal porridge. So he has this way where he practically butters the bread with the porridge, and they're always fighting over the food, guys. Me no know. Wanna tell me if you have children, please tell me if the kids always race to get things done first, like who first to take out bread, who first to do this, who first to do that. Anyways, I've always been telling you guys that wherever I go to sit, that's where everybody goes. So they were sitting at the counter, and then I took up my porridge and went to the table. Their dad went to the living room, but everybody came to the table with me. After we finished breakfast, I went to continue with the laundry. So we had started before from in the week, because now, as you know, we have the dryer, so I don't do the first time routine that I used to do. Also, we got these new baskets at Dollarama in Canada, and they're so flexible, so good. I just love them. After we finished all the laundry and so on, we set a load of clothes, and then we went on our way to Trelawney because we needed to do a site inspection of the property at Stonebrook that we rent. Now, when we got to the property, we realized that the tiles in the washroom were lifting. So I don't know if it's just poor workmanship or if it is just a matter of timing, it gets worn. I don't know. But the tiles are lifting up in the washroom, so that's another project that we'll have to take on to retile the washroom. So we made the arrangements, and somebody should be going there on Tuesday to get that sorted out. So on our way back, I was just thinking, about how beautiful the countryside is and how grateful I am to actually live in a country that has the kind of weather that we have. Sometimes I know I really take it for granted, but having experienced what real winter feels like, I just have a newfound appreciation for just the beauty of the countryside, the greenery, the mountains, everything, honestly. When we came back, we went to the ABM and then we went to the market because I just felt like I wanted to cook some soup. Usually I don't like preparing soup and I don't really love soup. So me wanting to do soup is like a once in a blue moon kind of event. But we went to the market. These are the things that we got. I decided to go with chicken foot and the chicken neck. And we came home and we ate some of the oranges that we got at the market. I think I spent about $5,000 in total for everything that you saw me buy. The orange was sweet-ish. it was okay. Nothing to write home about, but it was okay. I still had some laundry left to do, so we had set our sheets and blankets from this that we changed out this morning to wash. So I removed those from the machine and put those to dry. And then I had the whites left to wash. So I put those in the dryer and decided to get the whites washed right away because there was so much to do otherwise and I did not want to waste any time at all. So the next order of business once I had completed putting the whites to wash was to get something to eat. So I had some curry chicken back and bread. Then I went to fold the laundry that was dried already. And then because tomorrow is Sunday, the children have to learn their memory verse for Sunday school. So because they wanted to go play on the PS5, I told them they have to complete their memory verse. Well, they have to learn their memory verse first. So DJ learned his quickly, but usually DJ's is shorter because, it's a younger age group. So they give them shorter verses or maybe like parts of verses. But for Nate, their memory verses are sometimes longer. So while Nate was learning his memory verse, DJ was there cheering him on and listening to make sure that he got it correct because I told him that if they don't learn it, they can't play. And DJ wanted Nate to come play with him because they wanted to play football, which requires 2 players. So DJ became his biggest cheerleader, and as soon as he got it correct, both of them were out of the room like bats out of hell to go and play football. So while they were playing football, I decided to start on dinner. And as I told you, I wanted to make some soup. So then we cleaned up the chicken foot for me. And then I started cleaning up the chicken neck. So I've never combined them before, but DJ loves chicken foot, Deja loves chicken neck, and as usual, Nate likes everything. I also got some gungo peas because we weren't here during Christmas. So I decided to make that for dinner tomorrow. Then they helped me to prep everything for dinner, like the carrots, the potatoes, and so on. I washed the pumpkin, but he ended up peeling them for me. And one of the ways I prepare soup is it's one of 2 things. I either blend the pumpkin or I just peel it and cut it up small and boil it with the meat. Today I decided to just go with boiling it. So I decided to just put everything in the pressure cooker and pressure everything for like about maybe around 8 minutes, I think I gave it. But it wasn't long. So I just put in everything, and by everything I mean the pumpkin, so just a little seasoning like the scallion and the thyme, the pumpkin, the chicken foot, the chicken neck, and seasoning, like powdered seasoning. So that was basically all I put in. So like all-purpose seasoning, I use the Island Spice all-purpose seasoning, I use some Maggi all-purpose seasoning, and I use some Badia complete seasoning and a little black pepper. And then I just put all of that to pressure for about 8 minutes. While that was pressuring, Dejan, I had a shower. We came back. The boys were still playing game, but I don't know what type of game this because I'm not a game person. But I know they were playing games, and I went back to preparing dinner. Now, usually I tell you guys how much we love dumplings, and so we love flour, but I don't think you understand the magnitude, so I decided to actually show you. So in the flour container, I use a 1/2 cup to measure out, and I did like 6 full cups, like over the top full. 6 of those. And remember, I was also cooking yam because I got a pound of yam. And, we have the Irish and whatever and the meats in there. But just showing you, and it's 5 of us. So then we peeled the yam for me and put those in. I mixed the flour because, as I said, it didn't take long to pressure. So like maybe about 8 minutes or less. Maybe 10 minutes. Let's call it 10 minutes. So I'm sharing my way of preparation. Again, just like I shared my way of preparing the cornmeal porridge with you earlier. Just sharing my way. I know that everybody in Jamaica, all of us are chefs, and all of us have our specific way of doing it in our families, and we have stuff we pass down to it from generation to generation. But remember, we're all unique beings, and we all do things the way that we like it best. So I decided to make regular dumplings to put in, but because Deja is not so good at making the round dumplings, I allowed her to make spinners. So you will soon see her doing her happy dance because she said, so we're going to be having both round dumplings and spinners. And I said, yes. So she was doing her happy dance for that because she loves both. Anyways, this is what my soup was looking like in the end. And I just needed to add the cock soup and a hot pepper. And that was basically it. So once I spun that in and put it back on for maybe another 5 minutes or so, because by this the dumplings were already boiled, by the way, in case you didn't know. But this is what the final thing looked like, and I think it was so good. Not just because of me make it, but because everybody said so. Then we watched our wedding video, and that was pretty much the end of today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed as yet, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you for your support, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.